What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. We are back in the parts room today doing some things. If you've been following along, you'll know we are in the reassembly stage of the Evo restoration here, and next up on the list is suspension arms and bushings. So we're going to be trying to push in all those today. I've got a couple of the arms out to a shop right now because those bushings have to be put in with a press, and I don't have a press, don't have time to get one and all that, so I'm letting them do that. Hopefully those are done today, and then we can just throw them back on the car. But until then, we're going to work on the ones we can here, get those pressed in, put those back on the car, and keep moving along. So yeah, let's start throwing in some bushings. We're doing all white line stuff, so should be pretty solid. Alright, so I went ahead and pushed this one in. It's split right here, so you just put the two caps on there, put the little rod through, and you're good to go. That one's pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and push this one in now. We got the little bushing, got the little rod that goes through it, got some grease here, and my little mallet in case we need that. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Alright, that went in pretty easily. You just got to find the right angle on it and get it started. You got to push a little bit on the side to get it in there. Once it's in the hole, it's easy to push through, but getting it started is kind of hard, but once you find the right angle, you should be good to go. So got that in there. Now we got to push this through, and then we should be good with this one. Alright, so that one's in now. That one took 2 tries. The first time, as you may have saw, I almost knocked the bushing back out the other side. But we got it in there now. It's good to go. This one's good because this is where the ball joint goes, so nothing goes there just yet. Still waiting on those to arrive. But yeah. Alright, let's do this one now. This one pretty much operates the same way. You just push it in and find the right angle, get it squeezed in there, run it through, and then run this little rod through, and then you are good to go. And again, a ball joint goes here, so nothing to do here just yet. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, that took a little bit more than I thought it was going to, but I got these knocked out. That was a little harder than I anticipated, but all in all, went in there pretty easily. Now all we got left are these arms with this big chongo in there. This one, if that one's any indication, this one should be pretty rough as well. So let's see what we can do. Alright, we're all lubed up. Let's see how this goes. Okay, probably can't tell it, but that one worked up a sweat. That was very difficult. It's just such a big bushing that it kind of flexes a little bit, and it's just hard to get it pushed down in there. Even with I put a bunch of grease on it, and it still was really hard to get in there. Luckily, I looked around and I found this little scraper I had in here, and it was just wide enough to where I could push and get enough surface area on it, I think, because the screwdriver and the other little plastic things I was using was just not working as far as getting it in there. It was doing it slowly, but yeah, the scraper helped out a lot on that. So yeah, got that in now. Let's put the little pin in, or a little rod, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, get this one done. All right, very excited to knock those out. So let's just go over to the shop, get the ones they're working on, and then bring those back, and then we will knock out the couple bushings that are in those left that we can do here, and yeah, we should be good to go to put them on the car. Okay, and we're back. So super long day, really stressful. I'll explain. Long story short, the shop I took the arms to, they had them for a week. They tried to put the bushings in once, scratched one of the arms all up, and then they just decided they couldn't do it. They didn't have the tools for it or whatever, I don't know, but they didn't want to do it. So yeah, they're just like, here's your stuff back, sorry, and I'm like, thanks. But yeah, I drove around. Found two other shops. One shop actually did it. They were like, yeah, we can do it, no problem. So took them 2 hours, knocked all the bushings out, got it all in there, so we're good to go now. Got everything done. I just finished pushing in the last bushing here, and so yeah, I'll show you in a second what that looks like. But yeah, kind of bummed overall with that whole thing today. Just really stressful, and it was a well-known shop in the area. I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm just like, man, if you're going to tell someone that you're going to charge them like over $100 an hour to do some work, you better make damn sure you have the right tools and you can do it and all that stuff, because it's just frustrating. But anyway, we got it done now. It's all good, no worries. So check it out. Alright, so this is the one that they beat up quite a bit. It's not that bad, I guess, but I'm just super picky, and it's just frustrating that they had them that long and didn't do anything on them whatsoever, except that. But like I said, we found that shop today. They knocked it out in 2 hours, no big deal. So we're all good to go. I just finished putting this one in, like I said, I think. That one's all good to go. So now we're done with the bushings, and so it's ready to go on the car, everything. So excited about that. It is really late right now, though. It's like 2 a.m. and we spent most of the day packing and stuff like that in the evening, getting ready for the first part of the move. So I'm going to skip ahead a couple days in this, and we'll throw them on the car and see how it looks. Alright, we're back. It's been a couple days, well, a few days actually, but we're back now. We got everything pressed in. Last time we were here, and so yeah, let's start throwing stuff on the car, see how it looks. Alright, so I'm going to mount what I can, because some of these arms mount to the larger subframe piece where the diff mounts, and I don't have the diff mounted back to that yet, so I want to take care of kind of all that in one video. So yeah, let's mount what we can and see how this stuff looks on the car, and then we can go from there. Oh man, when all this bronze gets together, just imagine like all the other arms in here as well, and the big subframe piece. Oh man, it's gonna look so good against this black. Very, very happy so far. Ugh. It's a little harder to tell on this side because my light's still over there, but I went ahead and put this one on as well with this one, and man, it's gonna look just, look at that. Alright, so I think that's all I can mount right now. Granted, I would have liked to have had the ball joints here, but still waiting on those, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that's all I can do because the control arm mounts to the big subframe piece. So yeah, I think that's all I can mount right now, but my goodness, I am loving how this is turning out. I can't wait for that giant piece to go into there to see all that subframe bronze goodness, but yeah, we're coming along. On that note, I think I'm going to end this one off here. We got all we could mounted to the car today. I'm not going to go through and torque everything down because I want to get everything back on the car first and then torque it all down. And then some of the stuff you got to torque down when it's sitting on the ground. So we got all we could done today. So yeah, we're going to move on. Next video, we'll do the diff, that whole big subframe piece. And then things will really start coming together then. And we're almost there. We just got a little bit more to go. But yeah, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it very much. As always, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the process, the progress. If you have any comments or questions, drop those down there as well. I'll be glad to help much as I can, chat, whatever. And while you're down there doing all that stuff, don't forget to do all the other YouTube things. You guys know how it goes here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.